Mark chapter 2 verse 14 records the moment when Jesus called Levi, also known as Matthew, a tax collector, to follow him. The verse reads, "As he passed by, he saw Levi, the son of Alphaeus, sitting at the tax office. And he said to him, 'Follow me.' So he arose and followed him." This seemingly simple account holds profound implications for us today. Levi was engaged in a profession despised by his fellow Jews. Tax collectors were considered traitors, collaborators with the Roman oppressors, and were often guilty of extortion. Yet, it is to this man, entrenched in a sinful and corrupt occupation, that Jesus extends an invitation: "Follow me." This was not a polite suggestion or an offer to consider at a later time. It was a command that required immediate and total obedience. The fact that Levi arose and followed him reveals a sudden and complete transformation. In that moment, Levi left behind not only his job, but his identity as a sinner in the eyes of the world. This is the power of Christ's call. It demands total surrender and a decisive break from the old life. In Luke chapter 9 verse 23, Jesus declares, "If anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me." Levi's response embodies this truth as he abandoned everything to follow Christ. This passage challenges us to examine our own lives. Are we willing to leave behind our sins, our comforts, our very identities to follow Jesus? The call to follow Christ is not merely a call to believe in him, but to radically abandon our old ways and embrace a new life of obedience. It is a call to leave behind our sinful habits, our worldly desires, and our self-centered ambitions. The immediacy of Levi's response should strike us with conviction. When Jesus calls, there is no room for hesitation or delay. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 2 reminds us, "Behold, now is the accepted time. Behold, now is the day of salvation." The call to follow Jesus is urgent, and the opportunity to respond is fleeting. Like Levi, we must be prepared to rise and follow at once, leaving behind anything that hinders our walk with Christ. Moreover, Levi's calling serves as a stark reminder that no one is beyond the reach of God's grace. If Jesus can call a tax collector, a man reviled by society, to be his disciple, he can call anyone. This truth should fill us with both hope and humility. We are not chosen because of our worthiness, but because of his mercy and sovereign will. Romans chapter 9 verse 16 makes it clear, "So then it is not of him who wills, nor of him who runs, but of God who shows mercy." As we meditate on Mark chapter 2 verse 14, let us not just admire Levi's response, but emulate it. Christ's call to follow is still active today. The question is, will you respond with the same immediacy and total commitment that Levi did? Or will you cling to the things of this world, forfeiting the eternal reward that comes with following Christ? Levi's story is a powerful testimony that following Jesus is not just about a change in occupation or lifestyle. It is about a complete transformation of the heart. It is a call to die to oneself and to live for Christ. This call is radical, it is urgent, and it is all-encompassing. Will you heed it?